Do we definitely need an intro song like Nerd Out, Nerd
What up,
Out,
nerds?
Nerd Out, Nerd Out,
Nerd out! Nerd out! Nerd out! That faded. Welcome to another episode of Nerd Out! Yeah, that's Dave Lukowski's favorite part, so we gotta do that for him. We have to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where's the can go?
You know,
You're just giving props to the company, huh?
Yeah. Watech Computer Services. Anything you need, Watech.
We're whoring ourselves out today.
On the line. Yep, online. www.watech.com.
You have to look at it to double check.
Maybe I'll get a raise.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh man, this has been a sad week for toys. This is the first week. I honestly don't think I got anything new.
Me neither.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got something new, but it's new old. But yeah, the best thing I got, dude, I don't think I got anything. Nothing. But you know what? Last weekend, you, Andy, and I, we went flea marketing. We went antiquing, and we started getting a conversation about we were getting all jacked up for the new Star Wars movie, and I'm contemplating. I had a vintage Star Wars Kenner collection, and I had to sell it. You know, it was probably for a down payment of a house, so it was a substantial amount of money. It wasn't just hey, I need a pack of cigarettes or something like that.
It wasn't for crack.
Right. But you know what we were talking about? I'm thinking about collecting another vintage line, but do I do it? I've been there, done that, and I'm not talking about I had all the ones in the back of the package. I had the whole shebang, not vehicles, but all the figures. I had my Yak Face, I had my blue Snaggletooth, I had my brown hair Luke's, I had my, variation biker scout. I was all in. Do I keep going? Do I do it again?
Do you want them? I mean, that's the whole thing. Do you miss them?
I do miss them, but I've looked at them since 1978. I've been looking at Star Wars figures, especially the vintage ones, and it's a really nice compact collection. And it does represent, not only Star Wars being, my childhood and my love.
The original three.
Yeah,
too,
but 3 3/4 inch. I'm a 3 3/4 inch junkie. And I do like 5-point articulation. And
they were made before the prequels, before all the garbage. They were made before Star Wars,
They were pure love. And I think I'm going to do it, but I think I'm going to take it nice and slow. What I fear is when The Force Awakens starts getting closer, I think everyone's going to go Star Wars nuts. And they're going to be buying everything. Even
especially vintage.
Yeah, even the Power of the Force 2, muscle Luke Skywalkers are going to sell. Everything is going to go bananas. But I do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, how many of the Power of the Force 2?
There's 17 Power of the Force. Essentially, there's...
Power of the Force 2.
That's...
hundreds?
Hundreds, millions. They made of that.
Okay, so that's not a set. That's just everything. The muscle guys, it's where does that series end?
I don't know if it ever ended. I would say they toned it down in 1998.
But technically it's okay.
They toned it down around 97, 98. But for the first couple of years strong, there was Stormtroopers were pretty buffed.
Yeah.
Darth Vader was pretty buffed. Lando
oh my god, dude.
He was
WW Lando.
He was ripped. But what's amazing is as time goes by, the series actually has its own personality now. And I liked them then. I was into it. But now they have their own kitsch value or their own value.
I think they're neat.
Yeah, they are neat. Yeah, they are cool.
Big comic book Star Wars.
But I need an answer. Yes? Andy says yes. Do it!
I say yes too. It's something. It's easy to collect. They're not gonna duplicate on you. They're not gonna come out with stuff that you're not expecting.
It's true.
It's what is it? 100.
It's about 94.
Yeah, I mean,
somewhere around.
So
there.
figure if you have how many figures are over $100?
Probably under 10.
So,
but I'm nuts, man. If I say I'm gonna start collecting something,
you'll have it in 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's
it'll be on the next.
Yeah, absolutely. The next episode is my Star Wars collection. I think it's gonna happen, but what's gonna have to happen is I'm gonna have to hit a couple toy shows, and as I find perfect ones at inexpensive prices, pick them up. And I think by the time I get to I think when I get to the 8-figure mark, that's when I'm all right, I'm in. I do have my my Luke Jedi Knights though, and this one has really good nose too because his nose got messed up easily because it was painted. But I brought him back out, although
his face looks like He-Man.
You know what? When Mark Hamill went through his reconstruction surgery, he definitely looked like a different person.
Yeah.
But this is still the best figure of all time.
Well,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. But moving on. Just a little Transformers Masterpiece talk. Not too long ago, we kept forgetting to do this, but you got the Chinese knockoff?
Yes.
Yes. And we haven't done a compare contrast yet. Have you even looked at them side by side?
No. You know what? This is my first time.
You picked the mothers up, man.
And I can definitely.
We know which one's real.
Yeah.
We know which one isn't.
Yeah.
I think looking at them, they're actually pretty close. We'll get shots out like.
You know
cameras.
what? That's different.
Way
different.
Oh, where?
Like the lights, the headlight. Not the headlights,
but
the
reflectors.
Colors.
That red color is different.
Yeah.
I think the head looks so, much more amateur on that one. Like, it looks like it was done off of, like, it was, like, done, like, 10 times over. It lost a lot of the detail.
Yeah, and the reflectors are a dead giveaway.
I think.
Not like
oh,
one's better.
Wow. Those look like those were hand-painted.
Yeah,
like,
don't
they?
I mean, they're definitely not as thick paint. You know, they probably were, actually. Yeah, it's like,
it's definitely...
This is an obvious knockoff.
It is a knockoff. Like, if you're
not next to it, it's obvious.
Right.
You know, it's like, well, that's backwards, too.
My first thing to say is, if you're buying a knockoff instead of the real deal, you probably have no right to be in collecting. Because if you're not going to spend... If you pre-order these masterpieces, you can get them for about 60, 70... about $75, let's just say, like... And if you're going to wait for a knockoff to pay $32, then you just really have no business collecting toys.
If money's that tight, don't get them.
Just don't buy them.
You know, because you're just hurting the industry. And granted, I'm guilty for this, but this was my fourth version of this mold.
Right.
And I was curious.
And it was a curiosity.
I won't buy another one.
Here's where the recommendation of a knockoff comes in. Is if you want to do a custom figure, if you want to do a custom paint job, or if you want a beater, like, I can get a little apprehensive about transforming my masterpieces because I just get freaked out about paint job. So, like, I wouldn't mind having a knockoff because they are pretty decent. I wouldn't mind having a knockoff that I could just, like, beat the hell out of.
This is a toy.
Yeah,
it's
like, I could bust it out, bring it with my son, and we could, like, transform the hell out of it.
Poor Verlander. He's broken. This is what happens when you let Brian into your toy room and he starts knocking shit all over the place and shit falls and breaks, like Verlander. But Verlander, you were kind of already broken anyway.
Do a stop motion animation. But I would say, like, for a knockoff, if to the naked eye, like, other than I think the head... Like, if it's the joints are wobbly, the red isn't as good. But, like, if you are not an educated collector and you, like, saw this at a toy show, you could easily be.
Oh yeah, you could deceive.
That would suck. How pissed off would you be? Like, if you bought something and came home with
like if you paid $100 for this, I would flip out.
I would be so pissed off. But I guess that's the risk you take when you buy something.
I just couldn't imagine somebody being deceived like that. Yeah. I actually know to buy Masterpiece Transformers, it would be like, you know, most people that are into watch the videos.
You're right. And you buy from a reputable company. Like Motor City
Toystore.com. Yeah, buy from that.
that was a good plug.
Yeah, he won't sell you a knockoff.
No, absolutely not. No way. No way. He's got a lot of exhausts in stock. If you haven't gotten those, you probably saw that from our last video. For
the Xena review.
Yeah. Where was Andy? We have no cut. Probably going to edit it before Andy can cut anything.
We should call him and have him get one today.
Just right now. Hey, Andy, where's your review? we need another Xena review. He does like Warrior Princesses, so it's probably... He should just do Warrior Princess, like just Warrior Women action figure reviews.
That would be so awesome.
Andy's Warrior Chick action figure reviews.
That would be awesome. That would be a hit show on its own.
I think he'd be a little bit, I don't think he'd be all that enthusiastic about it, but we could get him to do it. Anyways, Andy will be back with some reviews.
Yes, he will.
A new, as I've been talking in the past couple episodes, I'm putting together a GoBots guide on our Nerd Out Instagram page. So I thought I would do a GoBot of the Week Go-Bot of the Week!
Go-Bot of the Week!
And it is the one and only Tux. Tux. Now, I had this as a kid, and I love Tux. Now, if you don't like this robot because he's got a chrome top hat, then you just don't know anything about robots. Did you? What were you like Tux? Did you have him as a kid?
Nope.
He has a top hat.
Honestly, I didn't really have GoBots as a kid.
I don't think we can do this anymore.
No, I did. I had a couple Super GoBots.
You know why? That's because you were spoiled, right?
Yeah, I was.
And a $3 GoBot was on a, like.
No, you know
Mom,
what? The truth is, I only really got robot toys at Christmas. Like, and it's like, though, by the time Christmas came along, those were gone.
What were you getting, like, in between that?
Like,
just
off-brand stuff, like weird stuff, knockoffs.
Why did you get GoBots?
They were impossible to find. First,
they were
impossible to find. My family was only willing to put so much. Now, granted, I had the power suit. When you got that, I got a power suit with a G.I. Joe guy to put in it.
Did you say the power suit was the first?
The power suit was the first robot toy I ever had.
How disappointing!
Bad guy power suit.
Because circa like 1984, whatever, when GoBots had to hit the market, and they hit the market before Transformers, they were the most mind blowing thing, like transforming robots, and they were hard to find. So I could only imagine like walking in a store, and all you could find was the GoBot power suit.
It sucked. Yeah, I didn't actually get good toys till I was an older kid, and the whole reason is because I was in between homes. Like we moved from Traverse City to Franklin, and we lived with my grandparents. So it's like I had a lot of attention and stuff, but there just wasn't a lot of room or time for toys. Right. So I was like a little bit older.
Disposable stuff.
Yeah, I missed out on GoBots.
That's a big thing.
I loved them too. I'd see them in school.
I love GoBots so much. I remember we had in the mid '80s there was a huge tornado warning, and they actually sent everyone home from school. And the first thing I did was go to my room, grab my bag of GoBots, and grab my parakeet Cookie. That's right, it was named Cookie, and took him downstairs because I was so freaked out that, it's very heartwarming that I took my parakeet.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But my GoBots were like, I equally.
How many did you have as a kid?
I had a lot. I would say like at the time of the tornado extravaganza, I'd say that I had a good bag of 30. I mean, that's a lot, but I probably had more over the years.
Like, I was held into Star Wars longer.
I was held into Star Wars.
Because my brother was into it. My older brother, he wouldn't do Transformers or GoBots. Like, Macross saved me. Because it was sort of like he liked the cartoon Robotech. So
there was the human character. Yeah, but whether you like GoBots or Transformers or Convertibles, the concept was mind blowing.
Yeah, I remember.
It was incredible. So
Jeepers Creepers.
So yeah, Jeepers Creepers. He was like one of the few that has an accessory.
Yeah, and I just realized I always thought it was Hound. So but it was Jeepers Creepers.
And he was a bad guy, which I always found really interesting.
Yeah, because Hound was a good guy.
Yeah. So Tux is my first GoBot of the week, and I love Tux as a kid. He turns into like a British limousine.
Do it,
but I'm not gonna do it right now. Actually, that's from my Super Mint collection, and I'm really
okay.
I'm super anal about it, dude. It's so hard to get a nice Tux because his colors fade. But I as a kid I love Tux, and I just a chrome top hat. You just can't beat that. I would wear a chrome top hat. Actually, I should go to BotCon this year, even though we're sadly not going to go. I should go to BotCon with a Tux cosplay. That would be awesome. But, Brian, what do you got? You got a little preview for us.
Okay, well, basically, we are going to do a Macross Megasode.
Yeah, say that without covering your mouth.
We're going to do a Macross Megasode. Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
The Macross Megasode!
Yeah, it's going to happen. And basically, I love Macross. Like, of everything, Macross is really my primary love of toys and everything.
Can I stop you right there? They did just announce that James Wan is signed to do the Robotech movies, but he's waiting until 2019 because he's got to do Aquaman first. I got no problem with Aquaman, but let's get Robotech in there. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, this is these are just my bare essentials, what I have to have out at all times. The VF1 in its 3 denominations, regular, armored, super armored, and
that's your second super armored.
Yeah, that is my second. No, actually, that's my first.
That's your third, because you gave me the 148th.
Yes.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. Technically, this is my first. I didn't open the second one.
Oh, you didn't open it?
No, yeah. This is
so
just
you
my
officially
original.
don't know if there's any changes?
I opened it and looked at it.
Okay.
But it's all the
Okay.
same parts.
So you just
yeah, I have
kinda
2 of
like-
these,
oh,
actually.
okay.
I love the fact that... And I have like 4 of these.
That's commitment.
It is. I love
That
these
is.
toys more than anything. You know, and this is still my favorite. You know, the armored... Not super armored. I mean, the super armored... Actually, I think this is technically super armor, and this is grenade protection box armor.
I
But-
really dig this crazy one that like has no place in the world.
Yeah, I don't, but it's cool because what it is you know, they went to Tazaki Tenjin. I know his last name. I'm probably butchering his
yeah, no,
first
it's
name.
fine.
But he's a famous Macross artist. They had him design a paint scheme for the 30th anniversary, and they actually put it on a toy. So as weird as this is, I think it's going to
That
be
is
big
cool.
bucks.
I think it looks
At some
cool.
point. I think it's going to be... I think it's cool. You want to hold it? You can hold it.
No, I've played
Oh,
with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just like I'm getting
Actually,
ready.
I do want to hold it. I
That's
want to
sweet.
hold your Macross, Brian.
I'm getting ready to do like almost a mini documentary about Macross toys and collecting because I love it so much, you know. And I'm just gathering research and data for it.
Yeah.
But I love these. These are, you know, I think these are some of the greatest Macross toys ever made. Bondi is about to do a line.
Bondi, yeah, the high metal.
Yeah, except they're going to be 1/100th scale, which is going to make them smaller than this.
It's
Still
a little
okay.
small, but
Yeah.
we're gonna continue having this argument. But
Oh, yeah.
Yamato or Arcadia, they do a fine job. But if Bandai ever gets the right to do like proper 1/60th scale Macross Robotech toys, I'm sorry, they're gonna probably make the Yamato stuff look.
You know, I hope so.
Silly.
Like I
Yeah,
hope,
of course,
I
of
hope,
course.
I hope. And even if they don't make it, if it's
It's
just
not gonna look
as good,
silly. They're good.
I would rather
They're gonna
have
be more fun.
I would rather
Yeah.
have a Bondi product than Yamato, just because
Quality control, maybe?
a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, like I've never had an issue with any of these except the shoulders.
You had a few that you had to buy like.
I did. I
backups.
bought
Your
aftermarket shoulders.
YF-19 wasn't your YF-19 like there was some sort of transformation like plastic.
There was, yeah, but
Oh,
you
but
know,
it was a comment. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
no, yeah. That's like, but that's a 15-year-old. No, how old is it?
No, it was
10
it was
years.
your new
I
one.
bought it used. Oh,
No,
the
your
new
new
one.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
That technically, that's arcade. Yeah, there was a bent joint, and I had to
Okay.
buy a second one of those. That
and
was-
that's still sitting in like
yeah,
its,
that's
like, case
that's still in
box.
its shipping box.
Yeah.
But that was just me being neurotic. But
Yeah.
other than that, you know. But okay, wow, we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
Arcadia and Yamato, not the same thing. Yamato is way
No.
better.
Do you think Arcadia's done? Do you think like they're done?
Yes, because the new version of this, it just showed up a couple days ago.
Mhm.
And I checked the status on HLJ, and it's discontinued.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that's what sucks about Arcadia is like Yamato. Like this was a $75 toy on clearance.
That's a good price.
Yeah, I got half. Like you could get Yamato stuff on clearance because
Mhm.
they come out with it and then they blow it out like 6 months later.
Right.
And I forgot that's how I got most of my
Yeah,
stuff.
but man,
Arcadia doesn't do it. They
Yeah.
make so little that you have to buy it or miss it, and it's sort of like
their prices are balls expensive.
yeah,
man.
and they're about double.
Yeah.
You know, about 30%
Like,
more.
Like that new one they have is like $400, and that's just like maybe 200, but like
Which one?
what is the most recent one that
The
just came out?
Zero?
The Zero, yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool, but like
it's so expensive.
it's ridiculous. Like
That
I
would
would
be-
love. I think 1/60th. I think 1/100 scale is probably going to be too small. The Bandai High Metal, but like
This is a perfect scale.
It is the perfect scale.
Let Bondi do it.
Yeah.
These should be like I think.
Yeah.
I think this. Well, it actually is a $200 toy.
Yeah.
But if this came out now, it wouldn't. This would be $300.
really, you think
Yeah.
so?
If they had to design it now, but this is old. They've
Right.
done it so many times.
well,
that's
it
why
would
it's
be.
like-
It would be 300 for like Yamato made
Yeah,
it. What
yeah.
if Bandai made it? How much?
I
would
think
those
it would be a
cost?
$200.
$200. Yeah.
Yeah, 220.
Yeah.
220.
They're
but-
great. Like I think I bust their balls a lot, but it's just because I really want Bandai to get the rights to do like a full out Robotech line, Macross
They're gonna
line.
come close. I
I
mean,
think so.
did you see the line was coming out? They're doing the Destroys. They're
Yes.
doing the Zentradi pods.
They're a little animated looking.
Yeah,
to me.
I think they
gotta
look a
be
little
honest.
goofy, but I don't
do.
care. Like I'll
You're
still
in. You're in it to
Of
win it.
course, yeah, I'll buy anything. Anything that's transformable, Macross from
Yeah, instead of that
Toy
Toynami junk.
yeah, like anything
Yeah.
Bondi that's
Yeah.
Japanese and good, I'll buy.
Yeah, let's. That's probably one company that would never support us in advertising is
Oh
Toynami
my
because
God.
I absolutely like. I just think
Garbage.
it's garbage. But we'll save that for another episode. That's just a Macross mega episode. What was it? Megasode
Megasode.
preview.
Macross
Preview.
Megasode preview.
Yeah, we will get back into this.
It's gonna get fancy.
It's gonna
We're
get
gonna have pictures in it and everything, and cuts and edits.
I mean, it can only get so fancy because my photo quality. You know, I'm working on it. I just need a better setup.
We're gonna have a better setup.
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be.
I don't know.
It's gonna be serious. No,
like it's gonna be a month in the making.
Right.
Like oh yeah, we might even do a behind the scenes.
Let's do it. Well, you know, maybe we can even attach to Instagram like we did with our GoBots guide. Maybe we'll do a Robotech guide, a Macross guide. But since I didn't have anything new to review, I decided that I'm gonna give a flashback figure try. We need give me a snappy name for it.
Flashback figure review.
Flashback figure. That's not flashy enough.
Like
figure flashback. Or
flashback
vintage,
Saturday morning.
Vintage spotlight.
Vintage
I don't know.
spotlight.
We don't have anything yet.
We'll come up with something.
If you go with something better, just you know, feel free to put it in the comments or you know whatnot. But I'm gonna go with Power Lords. Power Lords was a toy company, a toy line that came out in the mid 1980s. They were based on really no source material. No, I think they did a comic book to go along with it, but there was no cartoon. And what's most interesting is they were not produced by Kenner, not Hasbro, not Mattel, not even Remco. They were done by Revell, the model kit company.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
They were done by the model kit company Revell. I guess you pronounce it Revell or Revel, however you want to pronounce it.
I'd say Revell, but everyone else says it Revel.
Let's just say Revel. But they were awesome. They were super interesting, like space creatures and designs and aliens, and they had like different features. Like this is Atom Power, and you push the I gotta do it. He's just like a regular guy. Then you push the button, and now he's a space. Veiny red.
Who designed him?
I can't remember his name.
But he's super famous.
He is super famous.
He was an industrial designer for movies.
Yes, he did. He did. Actually, maybe we'll pass that if I have time. I'll research it and pass that information. But it's a great line. It's really easy to collect. There's only like 2 series. They all have like sort of like some sort of special feature. I liked Arcus as a kid. His wings flap. He's super fragile. Like his head will break off. But I thought he was cool. He's like the bad guy leader. Some of the second series stuff, like Back Attack, is really tough to get. Grip Tog, he was second series. He's all right. I mean, I want to show them all to you, but like I'm overwhelmed. But I'll try to get some better pictures. But Power Lords by Revel is a really interesting collection, a really unsuccessful yet wonderful toy line from the 80s. And if you're interested in the characters and the designs, because like you said, they were done by a famous designer. The 4 Horsemen, who just can't do wrong in my book, are doing a new line of 3 3/4 inch fully posable articulated figures using the what's that articulation the Glyos system. But they're super detailed. The paint is amazing on these dudes.
That is beautiful.
And they're really reasonably priced. Surprisingly, I'm a huge 3 3/4 inch collector. I actually think they would benefit as a 6-inch scale better. But I am a 3 3/4 inch junkie. But I can't wait to see what the 4 Horsemen continue to do with Power Lords. They haven't announced anything new in quite some time because they've got their hands full with their other lines. They're
doing Macross. No, I know.
What?
That'd be sweet if they did.
Oh, actually, I don't think it would work for them. They have a very like.
Yeah, they're too artistic for that.
They do the Masters of the Universe. They're doing those like Gothic Bird series, which are great. I wish I could get my hands on them, but they're too expensive now. But
Did they do that space series?
They did the Outer Spacemen. They did great with those.
Beautiful.
Those were great. I had a bunch of them, but I had to part with them. I just ran out of room and money. But again, Power Lords. I'll try to get you better pictures of them. This isn't such an extravagant spotlight after all. You know, it's been a long week, guys. Give me a break. I got no new toys.
You know what? I was like thinking we have to do an episode that's just nothing. Like nothing news, and just sit there and talk about like life. Sort of like this
life.
one.
Yeah, no. We had a lot to bring to the table.
I want to have one episode where I don't talk, where I say absolutely nothing and just sit there, and you have to like superimpose what I'm thinking over it.
Yeah, I think I can handle that. No, I'm just kidding.
But I have to do everything without speaking. I can only act. Like mime the whole thing.
Just sit there and stare into space. We need to do an episode where we need to put together a documentary of us doing theme music because we need a theme song.
We are gonna write a theme song I think we should
We
get
should
our
compose
guitars
it,
out
yeah.
and do it.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah.
can get out the old acoustics.
Yeah.
Do we make it like ballady, like nerd out?
It's gonna be a 2-minute.
We got to nerd out, or do we like go rock and roll and
Both.
nerd out? Oh, we could do like it could be like very
It's like an
Nirvana.
'80s ballad.
Yeah.
You go back and
That's what
forth.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking we need to get an '80s ballad. Maybe we can get Dave Lukowski out of retirement,
Yeah.
and he is an '80s ballad songwriter. Maybe we can get him to do that. I think we should go ballad. Like I'm talking like Poison, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, sort of nerd out. Like make it nice and soft and sweet. Or we could do heavy metal, hard rock, punk. I don't
We
know.
can open with one, close with the other.
That's not a bad
Nerd
idea.
out, nerd out.
Yeah. Get
Bring
people's
on-
energy level up.
Yeah.
Nerd out, nerd out, nerd out. Then nerd out. Clearly, I'm not going to be singing this song.
No bullshit. I think
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
I want to sing.
Yeah.
I'll sing
all
it.
right. We'll do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You got anything else, man?
I got nothing.
Nothing. That's
Nothing.
it, huh? All right. Well, then you know what? Nerd out.
Nerd out.
Nerd out.
Stay away from the KOs.
Stay away from the knockoffs. Oh.
Do it.